Hello fellow Sudokans, welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle. It's Sunday the 16th of March 2025. I hope you are keeping well. I've heard it said various times alcoholism is a disease. I don't know if it's a disease or a character trait, because I've seen people who are addicted to one thing manage to kick that addiction but then become addicted to something else. Maybe it's just a kind of character trait, but anyway, certainly in the cases of people who are addicted to dangerous substances like alcohol or drugs, it can certainly be a dangerous, and it certainly has negative effects on their lives most of the time for some people. Interesting to find that in the UK they are going to run a pilot study on brain implants that they hope will be able to control some of the cravings that people have. They've described it as deep brain stimulation. There are a couple of places where they're going to carry out the test on 6 alcoholics and 6 opioid addicts who are going to be in the trial at a couple of different hospitals in the UK. I mean, we have to test, right? I mean, you know, as long as it's not dangerous, I guess they can test and see if it comes out. Let's hope so. But we have to always be careful about the limits of where addiction really is really has serious effects on people's lives, and one that's not so, because there are people who take drugs or whatever and drink, but they are not severely affected. It doesn't severely affect their lives. They can manage to deal with it. So, as always, there's a balance, right, in finding the right way forward. It's a thing about life. Shall we get on with our game of Sudoku then? So we're ready for the New York Times hard level puzzle, regular on this channel. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. Zen, the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle. You can subscribe to the channel for free. All you do is click that button and you've helped me try to promote the channel a little bit and get a few more viewers, and added another 1 to my total subscriber list, which always goes up in the ones, never goes up more than 1. It's pathetic, really, but anyway. Right, let's wander around through the digits, I think, and see if we can spot something. And there we go. 2 blocking up here, 2 across there. So 2 in one of those squares blocking across. The 2 up here will give us 2 in that square. So we have, oh no, it's just going to give me a pair. I was about to say I can see 7s are in those squares and in those squares, so we've just got a pair of 7s up there, but that's just a pair. It's not going to give me the actual placement. We've got a triple 1, 2, 3 across here. Look, and that's going to put 1, 2, and 3 into those squares. And ones are there, twos are there, 3. Do we know anything about 3? Not sure. Okay, so that's 1, 2, and not 1, 2, or 3. It's got to be 5, 6, 9. So 5's there, 6 is there, 9 anywhere. All right, let's look over here then. So we've got 5, 6, and 9 in these squares. We're looking for 4, 7, 8, and again, just got one of each. 1, 7 there, 1, 8 there, 1, 4 there. Damn. Found something. I thought it might be useful, but I'm not sure that it is. I have to go elsewhere. Well, I don't think it helps much. I've just noticed that 4 is in those 2 squares because we've got 4 blocking these 2 squares there, but I don't know if that really helps. I'm going to have to put in some pencil marks, just even if it's just some pairs to try and go for, because I can't really see what I'm doing here. I'm going to put in 9s in those squares. I'm going to put in the 1s in those squares, the 2s in those squares there, and I'm going to put the 5s there, the 6s there, and the 9s anywhere. Sevens are in those squares, and I said actually 7's up there as well, because 7 across here and 7 up here puts a pair of 7's there, and so we have to have 7's in those squares. 7, 9, any more help? 5, 6, 2. Okay, 2's down there. Well, I didn't get much with pairs. I keep looking at this block down here. We have quite a few things, blocking across, but not necessarily for pairs. But for example, I've got 3 and 8 blocking across there, so I know that 3 and 8 are in those squares, and I've got 1 and 4 blocking down here, so I know that 1 and 4 are in those squares. What am I left with here? Let's just see. 1. We don't have 2 yet. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So I guess that's going to be a 2 or a 9. It's not going to be a single digit though. Let's put the 3's there. Alright, let's do that. 2 blocking down here across there then. So 2's in those squares. And what about the 9? We don't really know anything about 9. Oh dear. Well, we've got 9 blocking across there. 3. I was hoping not to put in all the candidates, but I'm stuck, so. And the pairs didn't reveal much to me. Might have done to you, but not to me. Okay, let's see if we've got something there. I think we have got something. We've got 2, 3, 8 and 9 here. 2, 3, 8, 9, yes. So we get rid of that 9. And we get rid of this 3 and 8, and we should be left with a pair of 5 and 6 there. We are. We've got a pair of 5 and 9 here as well. So that can't be 5 up there. And this can't be 9, it's got to be a 3. Oh, okay. So that's going to be a 3 over there. That's going to be a 2. Let's delete that candidate. 2 gives me a pair of 2s down there. I didn't finish with this 5 and 9. We've got 5 and 9 here, so got to get rid of the 9 down there as well. I've got a 3 here, so no 3s there. That's going to... I'll put all the candidates in here already, so that's okay. 4 there. No 4s in either of these squares. 6, 8, 9, 3 numbers in 3 squares there. We can get rid of the 9 down there and there and the 8. And we're left with 1, 3 and 4. Oops. In those squares there. 6, 8, 9. Okay. Alright, that's much neater, I think, although still got work to be done. This 3, I've got a 3 up there, of course. Got to get rid of that, and then we're left with a pair of 1 and 2. Okay. Right, I'm going to click on the digits now and see if anything else emerges after that stuff. Okay, we've got 3 blocking across here, 3 blocking across here, and 3 down here. So now we've got a pair of 3s in those squares there. Seven blocks across here and up there, so we've got a pair of 7s in those squares now, which means that this can't be 7, this must be a 7 here. So we'll get rid of the candidate 7 and we'll place the 7 there. Okay, so we moved a little bit, but there's still stuff to be done. So what's going on? There are 2 digits missing here, 6 and 5. Do we know anything about 5 and 6? I'm going to say no. But we've got, hang on a second, we've got 8 across here. That puts an 8 in that square. Somehow I missed 8. 8 blocking across here. And 8 up there, if you like. So that's our 8. Get rid of the candidate 8 there. Somehow I missed that. So that would be 5 or 6, which, yes, would correlate, wouldn't it? 5, 6, 9, 3 numbers. Okay. So we got 5 and 6 in these squares. But across the top here, 6 is going to be one of our digits. So we can remove the 6 there. And in fact, 5 is going to be one of our digits. So we can remove the 5 and we'll end up with a 9. And that means we can take away the 9 there. So now we've got 5, 6 like that. So my apologies, I put 5 there by mistake. Alright, again, I think I'm going to look at the digits and see if we can find any more pairs, since pairs help us usually. So 8 across here and 8 down there gives me a pair of 8s in those squares, which means that's a pair of 8s down there now. Alright, now I've got to continue putting in the rest of the candidates. Obviously the right hand side is... Let's have a quick check in case anything new has happened here. I don't think it has. 5, 6. Okay, 2, 3, 8, 9. Alright, so let's go across. I think I'm just going to go on the left hand side down here. So we've got 1 blocking like this. That gives me 1s in those squares there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. 6 not done. Where's a 6? 6 blocking across here like that, so we have 6s in those squares there. 7, 8 done. What about the 9? 9 blocks down here and 9 blocks across there, so there are 3 possibilities for 9. This block 1 down here puts 1 into those squares. Oops. 2, 3 like this. 4, 5 blocking like this. 6 across here, so 6 is possible there. 7, 8 and 9 blocking down the middle. Okay. Oh, almost thought I found something there, but no. Okay, not much more. So let's go across the middle here. 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks like this. Puts 4s there. 5, 6 blocks across here like this. 8 block is done actually. 9 blocks down here and across there, so we get 9s in those squares there. It looks like we've got a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have indeed got ourselves a 6 there, so that's useful. We'll get rid of 6s in all of these squares like so, and that will give me a 9 over here now, and so can get rid of plenty of 9s. Okay, so there's one more block to go. I'll fill in this block and then we can double check everything. 4 blocking down here like this, so 4s in those squares there. 5 blocking down here, so 5s in those squares. Have we got 6 yet? Apparently not. 6 is like that. 7, 8 and 9 blocking down the middle. 9 is there. Looks like this is a 4 now then. This is the only 4 in this block. Let's put the 4 there. 7 in that square. And we'll get rid of candidate 7 there. And this has to be an 8. So we have 8 in that square, 4 in that square, 7, 9, 5, 4, 4. I'm probably going to have to do some tidying up. Let's get rid of the extraneous 4. 4 is now finished, so let's get rid of any candidate 4s anywhere, because that's actually done. Okay. And let's 5 up here, so this is a 6. That's a 7. One more 7 to go in the corner. That's 4 and 7 complete. This has to be a 2. So that's a 2 there. This is a 3. There we go with a 1. 3 there. Plenty of 3s to remove. Okay. Got to get rid of that 8 there. So now we've got a pair of 1 and 3s. So this has to be 6, or just look for the end of the row. 6. 5 there, 6 there. 9. 6. 5. 9. 6. 1. Get rid of the 1 there. This is the only 5 in the bottom row now, so we know 5 is there. Get rid of that. Has to be a 9 in fact. 9 in this square here and 9 down there. Three blocking across there. That's a 3 there, isn't it? What's left here? 1 for that row, and this is an 8. Alright, we're almost home and dry. A little bit to go. We've got 6s to get rid of there. We've got the 9 to get rid of there. So we're left with 1 and 5. When the 5 blocks down here, we know that's going to be a 1. There's our 5 there. There's our 1 there, and 3. Finishes off the game. So, okay, it was tougher than I thought, really. Had to get all candidates everywhere, but you know, as soon as you get started with the candidates and removing a candidate removal, it gets very straightforward after that point. Take care. Bye bye.